Hello everyone, what is up? This is Stuart98, and this is a ranked 1v1 game between Happydeath, the blue player on the left side, and a Beppo Paladin, and ProProProPro, the Lexi Helix on the right side, on Twin Peaks. So it has been a while. I've been busy with school and stuff. I'm taking 6 AP classes, so huge time sink. But yeah, got a ton of replays that a guy called Makuo has been sending in, and this is one of them. He's just been spectating these games, finding these replays and sending them in, and no one else has been doing so. So props to Makuo for doing that. So let's get to this game. So both players doing a normal Twin Peaks opener, taking out the neutrals, moving in to take the outpost. I'd say that Happydeath slightly ahead. Definitely a little ahead. Since when is their in-game music? It's been too long since I've messed with AirMech. Because now there's in-game music in PvP games and spectator games, which is amazing. Now it's playing Lose. Anyway, so both players have Archies in their... No, Happydeath has Artie in his loadout, which is a little different from what you normally see. ProProPro has Archies in his loadout, but not building any of them yet. Meanwhile, Happydeath has one Artie out, and is getting Busters out, Ratchets. ProProPro has built a couple of Rebels, 3 Rebels, strangely. That's kind of odd. Now getting an Archie out. Happydeath, not going to go down there. ProProPro trying to get some damage into Happydeath while Happydeath's grounded, but not quite going to work. Happydeath moving in with the Buster. However, the Buster is at too much range. I don't think it's going to die. No, indeed, it does not die. However, that's some health down that Happydeath probably doesn't want it to lose. ProPro almost getting the kill on Happydeath there, but Happydeath does level up just in time to save himself. ProPro coming up with some Busters of his own. Looking at loadouts, Happydeath has Devastators, which is interesting. You don't see Devastators nearly as much as you see Longhorns. I mean, not Goliaths, because Devastators, not only do they have a higher, not only do they take longer to unlock, however, they also are less damage efficient and HP efficient than Goliaths. They're more upkeep efficient, but that's all they are. Happydeath does go down to ProProPro there, and so ProProPro going to take the opportunity to take down an Archie, and now getting another Buster up, bring some creeps forward. I guess that's to distract? I don't know. Yeah. Now starting a ferry over a bunch of stuff that might have been more ratchets that he wanted. I don't know. I think that that's all going to go down. Yes, it does. Happydeath barely saving that Buster. Probably a bit too close to call there. No, no. That's... Yeah. ProProPro. Lots of Busters. ProProPro. That's actually not all that many Busters. Two Busters, 3 Longhorns for ProProPro. Happydeath 5 Longhorns, 2 Busters, a third almost out. Happydeath putting down a roller. It's not doing anything yet. It is on hold position, but we'll see. Artie's beyond there. Artie's putting down some fire. I don't really know that we're going to see much more going on here. What is Happydeath? 2 Longhorns. And that's just a bunch of creeps. Okay. ProProPro putting some more damage in. That roller has absorbed fire. However, it just died. And it didn't... I think... I don't know that that was worth it. For Happydeath there. Because rollers are not cheap. They're like 10,000 credits. So that's 10,000 credits that I've lost to just distract some artillery and then die. Now this roller is being useful. A buster does go down. Lots of potential for 2 or 3 more busters to go down. Well, okay. Ratchet. That I feel did make cost. Because busters are not cheap. Neither are rollers, but still. I don't think that it made much more than cost, but I do think that it did make cost. That Longhorn not going to make cost, which is why Happydeath pulled it out. These rebels doing some distract. What Happydeath's doing right now is sending in these rebels for the distraction, and then hammering and firing to try and take these busters down. And that's another buster down. A Longhorn almost going down. Interesting. ProProPro dropped a tank there, or something. ProProPro trying to neutralize this outpost. Might be able to do it. Might be able to do it. Is able to do it with those rebels. They did their job. They're not going to do much more than their job, but they did their job. Happydeath almost going down there. Is going to be able to get away. ProProPro not going to chase him down. ProProPro trying to take down another tank. Looking at the upkeep, Happydeath has fallen behind. It is 38 to 48. Not good for Happydeath. However, ProProPro's now maxed out. 50 upkeep. And we are 7 minutes into this game. Happydeath's rebels moving in. Happydeath is going to... No, not even able to take down that Longhorn. Should be able to take down this buster. No. ProProPro should be able to take care of it. Happydeath almost going down, but does survive. Dropping another buster. Buster of ProProPro's goes down. ProProPro low health. Much lower than I'd like to be. But still alive. Now doing some more outpost neutralization over here. Yeah. Oh, these are on Y, which means that they'll go to the fort and they'll act as a distraction. But what is ProProPro going to use that time to do? The upkeep has evened, and after these rebels are dead, Happydeath will probably have the advantage. Happydeath, ProProPro trying to neutralize Happydeath's close. Not going to do any more than that, but it is going to do that. Those rebels are dead, but they're still putting a lot of damage in. Okay, now they're dead, but that's like a sixth of Happydeath's sport health down. So I don't think that did much, but for continuing the harass, and Happydeath's not responding this time. Not good for Happydeath. These rebels are going to be able to take that out, and this time ProProPro's being something. Is that... Oh, that's just more rebels. ProProPro, you could have brought some infantry. You could have captured that outpost. Why did you not bring infantry? Whatevs. Happydeath just not caring about his fortress. So, that's that. Now down to about 3/5 health. Not a great place to be for Happydeath. Continuing to neutralize this outpost. Happydeath unable to catch a break. This outpost is dead now, thanks to some Longhorns. Happydeath does have the superior upkeep. However, they can't build any more right now because they don't have any outposts right now. And things are not going well for them at the mid-fight. I'll call this a mid-fight, even though it's really not a true mid, but this plays basically the same as a mid-fight on a map like Duel. Was that Longhorns? Yes, it was. So those didn't do anything, and it's now tier 3 creeps, the ones that have decent piercing with their guns, one shot, the not bad ones. ProProPro doing a scout out. ProProPro is level 8 now and is getting out the Longhorns. Happydeath doing an assault on this outpost, and it is going to, I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. No, it is not going to work, and Happydeath at a little risk of going down. Okay, sorry about that. Back to this game. Happydeath moving in with some rebels, attacking this center cluster. The rebels should be able to wipe clean all of this, except for that Goliath, because they didn't get the back angle. And now heading right for ProPro's fort. ProPro should be able to deal with this. However, ProPro doesn't have any anti-light units. But Happydeath is dead. Happydeath is dead, and most of these rebels don't have a good angle. There's only one or two that are actually getting maximum damage. So this could have been devastating if Happydeath was there to support it. But Happydeath instead tried to use it as a distraction. So here's what's going to happen. Happydeath is now making a push on this middle outpost, which I feel is a mistake, because if Happydeath moved forward with these busters, then Happydeath could take out all of this, because virtually everything's dead. Now ProPro's retaliating, and I feel like ProProPro is going to be able to take this outpost. No. Now we're just back to where we were. Nothing has changed. It's all the same. Except that ProPro's got goalies now. Which, that's a change. Neither player has Berthas. So, still going to be using what are, at this stage of the game, basically tickle cannons. Tickle artillery. They're pea shooters as far as a goalie is concerned. Yeah, a lot of AA, but a Beppo Paladin unfazed by AA. The busters continue to be moved up. And this is interesting. Why does Happydeath have the Devastator in their loadout? Like, I'm so confused by that. That was almost a dead buster. Happydeath now moving down. Now moving in with more stuff. That's a Longhorn that could easily go down. Okay, now there's a ratchet on it. But, Happydeath doing a hammer. So we're at the stage of the game where hammer is devastating to weaker units, but we're also at the stage of the game where there's a lot of less weak units, so Happydeath is able to take care of a buster there. I just heard a 4 damage sound. Guess I was just hearing things. Whatevs. So Happydeath does have the upper hand now, I'd say. However, Happydeath is not using Goliaths. And ProPro does have a Goliath. So there's more to the story than what's told in the upkeep. However, now at a 13 upkeep advantage, I'd say that this is advantageous for Happydeath. They're building, I think this is a ton of, yeah, that is a lot of rebels. But this is also clutch. ProProPro giving up on the mid fight. Not giving up on this outpost, I don't think, per se, but definitely giving up on this mid fight. And are they? Is ProProPro going to be? Yes, they are. So trying to take this upper outpost, I don't like this because of how vulnerable they're leaving this. That outpost is going to die. ProProPro knows that. It's not going to go blue just yet. Happydeath with a bunch of rebels, and the rebels are, they're not being, they're intending to destroy everything with these rebels. I think that these are Swift rebels. I can't remember what the build times are. That's the difference. Swift rebel takes longer to build. Doesn't cost any more. Doesn't take up any more upkeep. Just takes longer to build, but it's much faster. Happydeath needs to command mode these things so that they're all at the corner or something. Like, so ProProPro can still survive. If Happydeath was there to command mode, it would have been GG right there. Instead, what Happydeath does is they kill 2 Longhorns, neutralize this outpost, and send some other rebels. However, this is not a good way, because there's T-99s and Longhorns and stuff. I don't know. Rebels aren't going to take a whole lot of damage, but yeah. ProProPro is going to be able to defend against these. Meanwhile, Happydeath is moving in on this outpost. Well, not moving in per se, but they're destroying stuff. So, that's that. And level 12 Bevel Paladin, not easily going to die, even to Alexi Helix's missiles. Happydeath continuing to do their business of neutralizing this outpost. Level 4 creeps do a good job defending against this. Now moving in with some Longhorns, and this is I don't know that this is okay. I think it is. No, it's the opposite of whatever I say is going to happen happens. Okay, so Happydeath is going to win this game. Okay, Happydeath taking out some more of these rebels, and now has that creep in there. So it's GG. Happydeath wins. Yeah, there we go. Some salt from ProPro. But yeah, so that was an interesting game. Thank you, Makuo, for sending that in. This has been Stuart98, signing off. Thank you.